Before I start this little video, I got to change the fan blade because I have it in the same position all the time. Give it a little twirl. Oh, yeah, I see that, and drives me crazy that the fan's always in the same position. The picture that begins this video is of Sharon and I in a restaurant in downtown Detroit. Of course, this is after Sharon came up to be with me. And we'd be in the restaurant and photographers would come around. I mean, these weren't photographers specific to the restaurant, but they'd go from bars to restaurants and sell pictures. And they had these 4x5 graphic cameras. So this is a picture they took of us, and I don't know, maybe it was $1 or $2, and they'd leave. After they take the picture, they'd leave, develop it, and bring it back to you. Before Sharon came to Detroit, I was living in Ferndale, Michigan, which is a suburb of Detroit. And I picked there a place to live, which was upstairs of a house. And I picked that place because it was 1 block from where I worked. So give you an idea of what Ferndale was like, because I never lived in the suburbs before. We used to have our cars in downtown Detroit, and as young guys, friends were always pushing them to get them started. You know, put them in stick shift, put them in gear to get them started. So my car broke down one day in Ferndale, and a guy come by and says, "You need a push." I says, "Yeah, I need a push to get my car started." And he says to me, "Well, that'll be $1." I never had anybody before offer to give me a push for a fee. So that was what Ferndale was like. Well, Sharon stayed home at the room in Ferndale while I went to work. And I generally worked 10 hours a day. So she was home alone in this room. And finally it drove her crazy. She says, "I can't take this anymore. I'm used to working. I want to get a job." So that we decided, well, let's move back to downtown Detroit, where I grew up, and get an apartment there. Now, downtown Detroit was a lot different than it is today. It's a very vibrant area, like downtown New York or downtown Chicago. A very interesting area. We got an apartment in downtown Detroit, and what we used to do just about every night after I finished work, and by the way, Sharon ended up getting a job also in downtown Detroit as a secretary. But in the evenings, what we would do is we would go to what's called the clubs, what you call the clubs today, but back then it was called piano bars. And we would hit these piano bars. There's about 10 of them in downtown Detroit, and each one of them had entertainment. So we enjoyed that very much. Go to the clubs and sit there and have a few drinks and listen to and watch the live entertainment.